Time to check in with our GP of the morning. Dr. Fari Ahmad is keeping us company today. Dr. Fari Ahmad, good morning. How are you?
I'm tired.
Well, yeah, and you know, I imagine you are, because I'm suspecting that you haven't stopped now that the vaccinations are coming in, and people must be clamouring for them.
Yes. So we had our first so we're having to work as groups of surgery. So our group of surgery is called PCN. We had our first vaccine delivery on Friday, and we got going. So I think by Saturday we'd done over 1,100. We had another delivery a couple of days ago, and we've just been running. We've just kept going. So just doing the jabbing. I'm helping trying to organise the clinics and deal with any issues. And then do the day job. So they've been lots of long days, busy, full days. And I think the expectation is we're going to keep on doing this, at least until we get a significant proportion of people immunised.
Well, firstly, then, can I just say thank you, because so many people will be grateful. And actually hearing what GPs are doing in terms of not taking a day off, making sure that these vaccines get out because it is so important, people will be very grateful for that. How are people in terms of getting the appointments, willingness to, take whatever appointment is available? Tell me how people are in terms of flexibility.
So we've been asked to initially vaccinate care homes, frontline workers, and also the over 80s. So where we are, we're quite blessed. We have lots of over 90s, and our first, the first lot that we did, we had a lot of over 90s and over 86s. So, you know what? We invited over 1,000 people, and I think maybe 2 or 3 didn't turn up. Everybody else came. They came for their vaccine. They had people drop them. Some of them hadn't been out for months, and they were just so grateful to come and to be there and to just. I think somebody said to me today's a good day. I feel like today there's finally some hope. And we had lots of help. We had an amazing team of volunteers who, they were essential to help people just walk through the process and get their vaccine. So far, people are happy to have it. Please wait for your letter or your text or a call from your surgery or somewhere else to say you're eligible to come and have it. So don't turn up to wherever you want it from without an appointment.
And when people are getting these letters, are they being told anything about the mass vaccination centres? Because there is one in Manchester, isn't there?
Yes. So I certainly I know some of our patients have had a letter saying, you can come to this vaccination centre. It's a little bit away for us. And I know some of them said, oh, actually, I'd rather have it at the surgery. And it's fine. I think you have to, people who are a little bit older, they have to be a little bit more careful about where they go and there's transport. And sometimes they know the local area, they know you, and they're happier to have it there. So in a way, it doesn't really matter where you get it from. But just get your vaccination.
Indeed. But we must be clear, mustn't we? First of all, it's a 2-part process. There are 2 vaccinations, 2 jabs to receive to be for it to have full efficacy. And also, I suppose it's worth you reiterating the fact that just because you are vaccinated doesn't mean you can't spread the virus.
Yes, no, you're right. So you have the course is 2 courses, so you have one, and then the government advises to have the second one within 12 weeks. So that would usually be arranged by the where you got your first jab from, and then also having the vaccine. It doesn't mean that you're now immune and that's it. You can do what you want. So some people will develop an immune response, some people won't. So you must make sure you still, you keep your distance, you're still hand washing, you're wearing your masks, you're, staying away from people, follow the rules so that you can still stay safe.
And we heard also that 24/7, there's been a lot of demand for people to be able to access vaccines all through the day and night. I know you've been vaccinating older people. Of course, that's the first wave, those first 4 groups. Do you think that that availability of the vaccine throughout the 24 hours will help? And I'm certainly not expecting you to do it, because I know you've been working very, very hard.
It sounds like a good idea, but from our experience, so we're in winter. The days are short. It gets by 5 o'clock, it's dark out there. And, you know, the people we were vaccinating were saying to us, oh, actually, you know what, I'd rather not come. It's too dark and cold for me to come out. So we took that on, and we've now made our clinics busier in the daylight hours. So, you know, people are happy to come out to us and get it done. So while, you know, 24/7 might work well for younger people when it comes to their turn to be vaccinated, I'm not quite sure how it will fit in with what we've been experiencing.
Promise me something. You will make some time, at least a couple of times today, to get yourself a cup of tea and a biscuit, just to keep your energy levels up.
Well, I'm a biscuit fiend, so yes.
Excellent, excellent. Not a difficult thing to promise. Listen, take care of yourself. Dr. Fari Ahmad, thank you.
Always a good time for tea and biscuit.
Yes.
Always helps.